Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today we're playing High Tide, looking to join a Pauper throwdown if it fires, or we'll just hop into a league. But what's going on here? We're playing Arcane Splice High Tide, looking to cast our arcane spells like Reach, Peer, and Ideas Unbound using Psychic Puppetry to untap our islands. An additional thing that I'm testing in this league is 4 hidden strings. Tap or untap a permanent, then tap or untap another permanent. So the reason is, I think that Snap is quite good in the list against creature-based decks, but Hidden Strings is going to help us transition from the early game to the mid game and help us win the game. Flood of Recollection or Muddle the Mixture have been good, but really not where I wanted in order to get that extra mana boost to get through the opponent. In order to get these in, we've cut down to 2 Muddle the Mixture with no Giga Drowse in the main deck. I'm playing 3 Giga Drowse in the sideboard with 2 Dispels, 4 Hydroblast, or Snap, and then 2 extra Muddle the Mixtures in case I run into some Ponza decks. So I'm excited to see what happens. We'll hop into the matches. Brave New Worlds in Philadelphia is hosting a Pauper 1K on April 27th. The prizes are going to go up if we get more than 25 players. Check out all the details in the description. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. All right, we're in round 1 of a Pauper league because the throwdown did not fire, but that's okay. Okay, we're on the draw. We have double scroll, 4 islands, which is not great, but this can be a turn 2 scroll, turn 3 scroll, so let's keep. We can also turn 1, use our mana for another island. Our opponent is playing Elves, which is pretty sketchy for me. They're a pretty fast deck. I found an island, or I found a preordain, so let's just slam that right away. Muddle and Reach. Okay, so we can take the Reach, definitely. Muddle will be turn 3 grabbing our Puppetry, and then we can go, I think, keep this. This is looking like a turn 4 win, where we go turn 2 scroll for Tide, turn 3 Muddle for Puppetry, turn 4 Tide, scroll for Puppetry, and then Reach untap. Our opponent is dumping some Elves on the table. Plays a Well-Wisher. Okay, so they have no real attacks yet. We'll grab our High Tide. We're looking to fade a Timberwatch Elf right now. I think they're going to play an Avenging Hunter. Nyxborn Hydra for 4 damage. That's not that scary. That's 5 damage coming in. We will not be dead next turn. We're going to transmute, grab the Puppetry, and pass the turn. If they just have another Hydra... Well, this is 7, 8, 9 damage. Alright, I think I just have to go for it because I can't tap their creature. They can just untap it with the Quirion. So we have the High Tide, scroll, grab Puppetry, Reach, untap. So this gives me 5 mana. I can Brainstorm, untap, or put these 2 away. So we're drawing basically nothing here. We can Ideas, untap, another Brainstorm. Let's try Brainstorming. Didn't get anywhere. So I have to Peer, untap, and then found a High Tide. So I think I'm just dead. All right, they got me. That's okay. We were on the draw. We were forced to try to win on turn 4, and we had a very slow start. Let's bring in the 4 snaps and cut the 4 hidden strings and submit. Now we're on the play. We know we're looking to go fast. We have High Tide in hand. I'll keep. Double cantrip. Okay. So what are we looking to do? We're looking for Puppetry and arcane spells. Preordain. Okay, we took the 2 things. Puppetry and an arcane spell. So we draw the Peer. Next turn, we preordain again. If I find a High Tide, we could win turn 3, but it's not absolutely necessary. There's a High Tide. Okay. Play the island and pass the turn. I know I bottomed an island, so I don't think I want to use the Lorien. Our opponent has a Priest of Titania. Okay. So here, found a stream. I think I'm just going to peer on their upkeep and tap down their priest. The alternative is just pass the turn, and then next turn I can cycle the Lorien, and then go high tide here. What are they going to cast for 3 mana? Probably not that much. So let's pass. I'll let them untap with the priest. They have 4 mana. They cast a Winding Way. They bin and negate. Cast a Jaspera Sentinel. Now they can cast Quirion Ranger. Untap. They have 4 mana. Timberwatch. Okay. So they're just basically putting me into a position where I have to try to win. I'll grab an island. I actually think this is maybe a little bit better because I'll just have more mana available. So we'll play island, high tide, cast high tide again, and then start cantripping, basically. Here untap. This is mana neutral at this point. And I want to grab the puppetry. It's a little bit better than snap at this point. I have 7 mana. So let's stream of thought myself to try to make my deck a little bit better. Put back here, scroll, Lorien, Preordain. We have deep analysis in the graveyard. Here, untap. Take the ideas. That's great. We get to go up cards in hand this way. And then also up on mana, obviously. We're going to draw 3. Finding another ideas. So I could scroll for a high tide here. Probably worth it. Going up on mana as soon as possible, I think, is important. We can make sure that as soon as we draw another like big mana spell like a Lorien Revealed, we can just cast it. So reach to draw a card and go up on mana. And there's a Lorien Revealed like I was talking about. We're going to draw 3 again. More Loriens. Just go ahead and cast 1. And draw 3 cards. Another stream. Let's draw 3 cards again. Okay, find a reach. I want to put my puppetries in the middle of my hand, closest to the island, so that my clicks are easy to maneuver. Okay, now I can snap your Priest of Titania, snap your Timberwatch Elf, untap. Let's cast a Preordain. Bottom of the island, I'll top the Lorien. Let's draw some more cards. Trying to maximize the number of cards seen before I use any of my things that fetch out other stuff. I'll cast a high tide. Try a Preordain. Bottom the island, top the Brainstorm. Brainstorm's great because now I can change the islands in my hand into something else. Get rid of the islands. Another snap. Let's get rid of your priest. Untap. And then here, untapping some lands, getting past the islands that I found, just puts them on the bottom of the deck. Take another Brainstorm. Refill the hand with the Ideas Unbound. Okay, draw 3. Snap your colored source of the Jaspera Sentinel. Untap. Snap your Quirion Ranger. Sure. Untap. And then I have 57 mana. So I might as well just stream you and win the game. Okay, they scooped. They didn't want us to see their deck. Smart. They were super dead. We'll resubmit. Okay, I will mulligan a 0-lander. I have 2 lands. Snap. Ideas. So let's keep this and put back the pier. We're looking to go... There, let's turn off my stops there. If I draw an island, I can Preordain this turn. Did not draw an island. Should I Preordain anyway? I think I want to try to find a land. Land and a snap. So I guess top. It's a slow land though. So we draw the snap, we draw the Lorien. This turn we cycle the Lorien, play the island. Cycle the Lorien, play the island. A Winding Way. Negate goes to the graveyard again. My hand is a little bit clunky. Cycle for an island. Play the island. Cycle again. Get an island. Next turn we scroll for the high tide. They play a Birchlore Rangers. Llanowar Elves. Quirion Ranger. Getting in for 2. Okay. We have a Muddle. I'll scroll for the high tide. Pass the turn. Question is whether or not we're going to be facing down any problems from them. They're untapping. We could High Tide and we'll have 4 mana. Snap, have 6 mana. Snap for 8 mana. They play the Generous Ent and get in for 4. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. I can High Tide, snap, snap, 6, 8. I think I'm just going to snap the Generous Ent because they didn't do anything with it this turn. Untap. It seems like they have nothing in their hand. And then we'll muddle here for a puppetry. Next turn, I'll try to win. They're untapping. And will they play another Generous Ent? Plays a Priest of Titania, Timberwatch Elf, Generous Ent in hand, getting in. We go to 9. We find another island. Land, High Tide. Snap your Timberwatch Elf. Untap. Transmute. So we found the second puppetry. And now we are mana neutral, but we have to be able to go mana positive. Drawing a High Tide would do it. That's a lot of puppetries. So 3, 4, 5 mana. We have to draw action though. We draw Reach True Mist. Oh man. We are just having all the puppetries in hand here is kind of wild. Can we win off of a single High Tide? Untap everything. Lots of mana. Draw a card. Untap everything. Preordain. Ideas Unbound and Scroll. Let's top. Draw 3. I think it's just crazy that I drew all 4 puppetries there. Cast the High Tide. Then we have to scroll and get a Pier. And I'll Pier, untapping all my lands. Another Pier. I'm feeling sketched. Untap. We need to find a draw spell. Any draw 3 would be great. But I'll just keep drawing or cantripping and untapping all my lands, making a ridiculous amount of mana. Brainstorm or Reach? I think I have to take the Brainstorm. I can't afford a single blind draw. At least I get to see 3 cards here. Untap, or put these on the bottom. That was a pretty lucky hit off the Brainstorm. But I think I've gotten a little bit lucky so far. We want to make sure we Pier and get past those islands so we don't redraw them with the Ideas Unbound. I'll take the Lorien. Let's snap your Birchlore Rangers in case something crazy is happening. Maybe I shouldn't do that yet. It seems like they're F6'd, but I want to try to draw into like another snap or like a muddle. So let's Merchant Scroll for the muddle. I don't have a muddle. Get another Pier. Cast a draw 3. Okay. Now I have double snap. So I'm going to try to snap the Birchlore. And if they go for untapping it, I'll snap it again. They didn't. Okay, so I think they're just dead then. Snap this one. Untap. Then we'll draw a single card, but make a ton of mana. They have 46 cards in deck. Preordain. Top the Merchant Scroll. I guess I could scroll for a High Tide. Scroll. High Tide. Cast High Tide. Now I have 45 mana. And I just have to execute. Take a Brainstorm. 55. So, stream you. 10 is 40 cards. Then we have 44, so we have to do 11. Point all the streams at my opponent. They have nothing that they can respond with as far as I'm aware. We'll put back Ideas, Pier, and they scoop. Sweet. All right, on to round 2. Round 2 versus I am MVP. They've been on Mono Red Dredge a couple of times. They could play anything really. We are on 1 land, High Tide, Pier, and 3 Preordains. Hopefully these Preordains find lands and action. I'll start on a Preordain. We're looking to solitaire our opponent. I will bottom the muddle, top the puppetry. Now I have to find a land in the next 3-4 looks because we're going to draw a card and then Preordain. They play a forest. Preordain, bottom. Need a land. We whiffed. We found a Lorien. It's a slow land. Our opponent is on regular Dredge. Okay. Find an island. Let's cycle. Grab an island. Play the island. Cast a Preordain. DA muddle. So bottom. Off the muddle. Next turn, we're looking at a turn 5 win, I guess. On turn 4 for me, I will be muddling for a puppetry. Our opponent will cycle a Troll of Khazad-dûm before the Conduit Pylons trigger. Because we are on the play, they need to be able to kill me on the next turn, or I probably win. And how are they going to be able to interact with me post-board? Mesmeric Fiends, play a land, we muddle, and grab the puppetry. We could have tried to go off there. I think it would have been way too big of a risk. And not enough reward, especially because I don't think they're going to kill me here. They play a Wayfinder, finding Troll, Rumble, Circle of the Land Druid, and Lotleth. So they could bring back a Lotleth after attacking, hit me for another 8 damage. It might be worth it just to pressure me and say you have to win on the next turn. Do you have... Okay, I thought they were going to have a Mesmeric Fiend there, but they did not. They discard a Stinkweed. They have 9 creature cards in the graveyard. After dredging, get in for 3. They can now crack 3 of these things to get back a Lotleth Giant. Hit me for 11, put me to 5. But that doesn't matter, because we're going to Goldfish them. Let's High Tide. And draw 3, untap. We find another High Tide. So that makes things easy. Let's reach, untap some lands. Another muddle. We could muddle for another ideas. That makes my brainstorm better. Let's transmute. Grab the ideas Unbound. We have 4 mana from 3 mana on a land and 1 mana that was floating. So let's draw 3. Okay, so now my brainstorm's pretty good because I can put back these 2 lands that I drew. Lands go to the top. We can scroll. Should I scroll for another High Tide? I think I'm going to do it. Scroll, get a High Tide, play the High Tide. Now I can brainstorm again. Get rid of these 2 lands. Cast another High Tide. Okay, peer and tap. We get past the lands. Grab an Ideas Unbound. Bunch of lands go to the graveyard, or the bottom of the deck. So we really don't want to shuffle now. Draw 3. Untapping those lands. Let's see. Reach. Let's draw and untap 2 lands. We're trying to find the stream now. Triple puppetry. So peer. I guess I can use the brainstorm. Put back a land and a... I guess it doesn't matter because I'm not going to shuffle. Put back a Merchant Scroll. Draw 3. Finding the ideas there was pretty sick. And there's the Stream of Thought. Our opponent only has 35 cards in their deck. Now I can brainstorm. Before I do anything, let's Merchant Scroll. Grab another High Tide. We don't have another High Tide, so I guess I get another puppetry. Merchant Scroll. Grab another here. And then brainstorm. Put back these 2 lands. Replicate targeting you. Replicate 1 time. We'll go ahead and target myself for the first one and you for the other 2. We have the other Stream of Thought in hand and the Deep Analysis. Put back ideas, 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 ideas. And then now I'll put back the other Arcanes. Reach, peer, reach, reach. And then anything that can get a draw 3. Muddle, muddle, Lorien, and I guess a brainstorm. Here we have 4 puppetries now and 4 lands. It's nice how it works out like that. What do we find? Ideas. We will untap all of our lands. And then draw 3 again. 28 cards left in my deck. We're basically at cards and deck parity. All my lands are untapped. I have 47 mana. So let's Stream of Thought targeting you. We need 5, 6, 7. So we need to replicate it 6 times. And then I'll turn on Yield through this turn, trying to see their whole deck if they'll let me. Pew pew pew. Put back Stream, Peer, Ideas, Brainstorm. And then I'm going to hold the OK key because I would really, really like to just get enough information about what's going on over there. And then Deep Analysis U. That means that our timer will end because we'll have won the game, but we still have enough time before sideboarding to check out their list. So we see a relatively normal and stock version of the deck. So we'll put this back. Go to sideboarding. I think that hidden strings can be replaced with snaps now. Don't really need the muddle. Okay, we got all the things then. I thought I put an extra muddle in, but we're just replacing the hidden strings with snaps. We have a quick high tide. Snap can be good for their, I'm thinking. Mesmeric Fiend. They play a Wooded Ridgeline. We draw a Puppetry. Okay, pass. Leads on a Rumble, finding Troll, Scrapwork Mutt, Dread Return, Circle of the Land Druid. They take Circle of the Land Druid. Another island. Let's scroll for High Tide. Should I take the High Tide or the Puppetry? I guess if I take Puppetry, I can actually tap all their lands on the next turn. I'll take the Puppetry. They play Circle of the Land Druid. Milling Stinky, Geothermal, Haunted Mire, Genersent. They play a Swamp. Cast a Mesmeric Fiend. So they'll take the High Tide most likely. They took the High Tide. Play my island. Pass the turn. I can actually just snap this on end step. And then try to do some stuff. Circle of the Land Druid, okay. What do you mill? Exhume, Harvest, Genersent, Forest. They get in for 2. Cycles a Troll. Or a Swamp. I'm gonna just tap down your Swamp. Maybe for a Rotten Reunion. Draw a card. Find a pier. So I will play a land. Snap this thing. Get back the High Tide. Untap my 2 lands. Play a High Tide. And then we'll draw 1 and untap. So I can scroll for a High Tide, but I should probably just pier. Down to High Tide. Or Lorien. I think I will take the High Tide. Untap. Cast the High Tide. Go Merchant Scroll. Get a pier. Pier through depths. Here. We are looking for a draw 3 now. So I found a muddle. We'll take that. That represents an Ideas Unbound. Transmute. Grab the Ideas Unbound. Then we'll draw 3. Draw 3 cards. More Ideas Unbounds. Alright, easy peasy. Let's draw some cards. Nice Rotten Reunion. Draw 3 more cards. Okay. I'll take it. What else we got going on here? I think I should preordain. Okay, bottom of land, top, yet another Puppetry. We'll move the Puppetries to the middle of the hand. Just making it easy to combo. We'll draw a single card and untap my lands. Alright, that's going to resolve. We draw just islands. Let's start with draw 3. I guess I should look at my library, not yours. Okay, we have the stream in hand. Let's brainstorm, put back 2 lands. And then stream with replicate 1. That clears my lands. So we will mill away our lands and a muddle. Put back ideas, and a pier. And muddle, Lorien, pier, muddle. Cast brainstorm. Put 2 islands on top. And we found a pier. Go ahead and snap a Circle of the Land Druid just to make a little bit more mana. Cast Merchant Scroll for High Tide. And a High Tide. Now I have 6 mana, so I can just cast a pier. Untap. Taking another pier. That seems good. I would also have liked to take the Lorien Revealed, but I have 2 of those in hand. So it doesn't really matter. We're going to cast a pier and untap some lands. What do we find? Pier, preordain, take another pier. Just getting it done. I probably don't need to tap all my lands, but it's okay. Here, there we go. Ideas Unbound. I'm going to put Ideas Unbound, Brainstorm, any order. Because we're getting close to drawing our entire deck, it's probably fine to actually start ordering them. Draw 3. We find another High Tide. And then I will draw 3 cards. Draw 3 cards. Lorien Revealed. Draw 3 cards. Lorien Revealed. And now we can brainstorm, put back some lands, do a little bit of streaming on my opponent. Boink. Replicate it 2 times. We're going to point 1 of them at myself to get rid of those lands. The rest go to you. And we will put back our arcane spells, starting with the stream And the ideas, if I see any. Ideas and peers. Here, Lorien, reach. Put back the deep analysis. Lorien, high tide, reach. Seems fine. And now I have to rearrange my entire hand because things got crazy. I put back a high tide, I believe. So let's scroll for high tide. Scroll way over here, high tide. Bounce this thing. Now mana should not be too much of an issue. We're going to cast one of my ideas Unbound, of which I have many in hand. Draw 3 cards. I drew more ideas Unbound. Let's draw 3 more cards. Clicking on my lands and drawing cards. Okay, and then what do we find? Our opponent scoops. 2-0 on round 3. Alright, so this is where things are going to get sketchy because we're up against Mono Blue Delver. We might have to use the high tide in order to the hidden strings to tap down our opponent's lands, kind of like how we would use a Giga Drowse. Our opponent plays an island. We're probably just going to, let's go land and grab an island. Turn 2, we'll cast a double Preordain. My expectation is that they start doing stuff. They use a Brainstorm. Let's see if they have an upkeep Thought Scour. On their upkeep, they take their draw, play a land. Okay, I'll play a land. I'm going to just pass, given that I drew the other land. We want to work up to a hardcast deep analysis, I think. They play an island and pass. We want to minimize the number of spells we cast so that it's less likely that they will counterspell. I guess I can try a Preordain. They want to Spell Pierce, it's fine. Counterspell is fine. Brainstorms to the bottom. Finding a land, okay. Our opponent brainstorms. They take their draw. They play an island. They're going to hardcast a deep analysis. Okay, so this could be our moment. Let's try a brainstorm and see if we get there. Brainstorm. Did not get there. We'll put back Stream of Thought and Hidden Strings. And cycle Lorien Revealed. Let's see if I find a high tide. Did not. I can go Preordain first. And if I find a scroll, I can cast it. Perfect. Bottom, top the scroll. We will scroll. Grab a high tide. Play island. Pass the turn. Our opponent plays an island. 5. Okay. I can just keep playing islands too. Pass. No Giga Drowse is a problem for me. But if they're not going to take any actions, that's totally fine. They're going to discard the hand size. Discarding a Demon Inferior. I find a Puppetry. Play island. Guess I'm going to pass the turn probably. I could Deep Analysis. I think I'll pass. They're passing. Discarding the hand size. They're working their way up to a Terror. I'll try Deep Analysis on myself. They let it go. Let's try a Preordain. Expecting a Spell Pierce. So bottom and bottom. Trying to find lands. Scroll. I'm just going to Stream of Thought myself. Put back Ideas. Lorien, Pier. And Lorien. What should I discard now? I guess Hidden Strings. They go up to 6 islands in play. Plays a Tolarian Terror. Let's try a Brainstorm. Trying to find islands. There we go. I found an island. So let's put back this, maybe Hidden Strings. Or, okay, so I'm thinking I want to play this island this turn. I want the Puppetries, because I can try to tap down their lands. And Merchant Scroll maybe is not that good. I need this. Need these. I need the high tide. So we'll go scroll, strings, play the island. Passing the turn. Okay, our opponent's getting in for 5. They play a Tolarian Terror. We're going to reach through mists, tap this, tap this. If they let this resolve, I think they're dead. Okay, we will tap, and we will tap. They let it resolve. So we'll Hidden Strings your 2 lands. They're tapping them for mana, so we want to make sure we say no to the ability. Now we can go to the second main phase. Our opponent is tapped out. Cast a high tide. Cast a Merchant Scroll. getting another high tide, casting a high tide, and then drawing 3 over and over. Let's do it. Draw 3 cards. Let's do it again. Draw 3 cards and untap some lands. We have yet another land drop we can make. Do I want to do anything though? Start by drawing 3 cards. Oh, a high tide. I'll take it. High tide, land, draw 3 more cards. So patience paid off. I just had to wait until they were needing to put something on the table. Let's get rid of these 2 lands. Merchant Scroll. Get a high tide. Cast it. And Pier. We'll rearrange the puppetries and start untapping our lands. The nice thing about having so many lands in play is it's pretty easy to click through them. Grab another ideas. We're going to draw 3 and tap some lands. I think that might be all the high tides in the deck. Maybe not, though. Just a bunch of lands, okay? Cast another draw 3. Brainstorm, okay. Brainstorm, put back some lands. What do we find? Basically nothing. Let's go for the Stream of Thought. I'll target you with the first one, replicate it 2 times. I've got tons of mana. Mana out, mana for days. We'll target myself with the first one, you for the next 2. So the first one resolves, we put back Stream and my Ideas and Bounds. 3 ideas. This time I will put back 1 high tide, Pier, Ideas, Lorien. We'll put back high tide, Reach, Deep Analysis, Lorien. And then just draw into my Stream again. Hopefully I put it back in the deck. I believe I did. That makes me nervous sometimes. We'll draw and make some mana. Found a Hidden Strings. Draw and make some mana. I should be untapping the lands that were already tapped since I have so much extra mana. Instead of tapping more lands because I have the more high tides in the deck. Pier. Grab ideas. Don't really care about the ordering now. Draw 3. Okay, so we're going to untap. Now all my lands are untapped. We have another high tide. Draw 3. Or, I'm sorry. I'm going to cast the Reach and untap my 3 lands. But I did draw an Ideas Unbound, which is another 3 cards. Okay, draw 3 again. A bajillion mana in play. Finding my last puppetry. Casting a high tide. Draw a card. Basically infinite mana. So now Preordain. 2 ideas. That will draw the rest of the deck. Because we have 6 cards left. The precision of continuing to draw cards. I guess I don't even need to untap my stuff. I can just draw 3. Let's draw 3. We draw the Stream and we stream them. Boink. We have to replicate it. So this would be 8. 8 times. And I get to look at their whole deck. I have 0 cards in library. Put back Stream, Ideas, Reach, Ideas, Lorien. Or it's fine. I don't need more than that right now. Just wanted to make sure that the Stream was in my deck in case something crazy happened. I like putting the Deep Analysis back into the deck too in case they have like some weird counterspell for it. Thank you. Bop. Okay, let's see. Counterspell, Ponder, Delvers. Nothing too out of the ordinary. So we're going to bring in Giga Drowse over the Hidden Strings. And then we can either bring in a Muddle the Mixture or a Dispel or a Snap. Probably not super likely that they have anything that I need to snap. I think I'll bring in the Muddle. Muddle allows me to do more setup turns, and then I'll eventually just try to Giga Drowse them. Okay, this hand is absolutely ridiculous if I draw another land. I'm taking it, I'm keeping it. 1 land keep, you know me. Our opponent plays an island. My turn, I play a land. Finding a Giga Drowse instead of a land was not good. They'll probably cast a spell. They cast a Mental Note. I'll go ahead and cast a Reach, trying to draw land. We found a Lorien, so that's effectively a land. They play a second land. I'm looking for more lands. I will cycle, grabbing an island, and pass the turn. Our opponent plays a 3rd land. They're trying to play around Giga Drowse. I will attempt to Brainstorm. They're going to Dispel, Spell Pierce. Fine. 4 lands in play. They play a Tolarian Terror. So if I Draw a land. I can high tide, high tide. Let's attempt to tap this. I think I can win if I draw land. Drawing an Ideas Unbound. Let's draw 3. All right, we'll go to the next game. Too risky. So do I want to keep the Muddles? I guess Dispel can help protect my cantrips. And my whole purpose of what I'm doing is just using the cantrips. So let's bring in 3 Dispels, or 2 Dispels, and then bring back 1 Muddle. We'll try being on the play this time. We have, okay, hand's fine, probably. Play a land, pass the turn. Our opponent plays an island and a Delver. I'll draw a card off the reach, play land, cast a Brainstorm. That's bad. Put back Muddle and reach, pass the turn. They do not flip their Delver. They're getting for 1. We draw the reach. I'll attempt Brainstorm. No! Okay. Put back Muddle, put back Reach. Cast a Preordain. Bottom some land. I'm looking for a land. Please, lands. No! Dang it. Bad news bears. A Mental Note, getting rid of a Terror and a Lorien. And then looks like maybe a Thought Scour. Mental Note, getting rid of Island Serpent. So not really working up very well to their terrors, but they rip a Dispel, getting in for 3. I'm hoping to draw an island, finding a Puppetry. Let's try Brainstorm. They're going to Dispel. I'll Dispel your Dispel. They Dispel my Dispel. Counterspell my Dispel. Fine. I wish I had some lands. Gets in for 3. Any serpents? They have 1, 2. There's a serpent. We find another high tide. I need a land. Brainstorm. Another Dispel. I have a Dispel. You have more Dispels? Come on, lands. You're kidding me. Alright, they got me. Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't think I can do anything here. Unfortunate. We were on a roll. We drew no lands. I think, like, I can't trip so hard. That is a problem with playing Brainstorm in the setup turns, but we got them game 1. We'll see in round 4. Round 4 on the play. We have to keep mulligan and no lander. Okay, we have 2 lands. Keep. I'll get rid of a reach. Play an island. Pass the turn. We can Brainstorm and then peer through the Brainstorm, or Brainstorm and Preordain. They play Night Market. This indicates that it's a Tron deck. This is a tap land that you can cycle, which is kind of sweet. Choosing red. I'll Brainstorm. So we have put back Lorien, put back island. We draw the island. I think I'll peer. Take the Merchant Scroll. Our opponent plays a Prophetic Prism off an island in their Night Market. Let's scroll for that high tide. Land and Preordain. Hidden Strings and Tide. Okay, top. So if they tap out their Deadzo, plays an Expedition map. They have a red mana right now. It could be a Dispel, I guess. I'll try High Tide. They're tapped out. They're not doing anything. High Tide again. Let's draw 3. Second, Puppetry. Dang. Draw 3, untap 2. All right. Any other land we can just play. Play the land. Another High Tide. Draw 3, untap 2. Okay, we drew into an up here. So I'll just peer. I guess I could Preordain first. Wow. Top. Draw 3 cards. Brainstorm on top was great. Let's Brainstorm, put away the 2 islands. Cast the pier. And then untap some lands. Muddle, I think, is good because that represents an Ideas Unbound. My opponent asked if I'm recording. I am indeed. Sometimes people ask if they want me to play it out. I do not care. You can concede. High Tide. Let's draw. Let's transmute. Get the Ideas Unbound. Draw 3. Ooh. Triple Island. Merchant Scroll. I can scroll for Brainstorm, then scroll for Pier. It's kind of neat. Let's try it. Brainstorm. Put back these 2. Scroll again. get a pier. Opponent says hi from Brazil. Let's draw 3 cards. And then stream a Thought You. Boink. I'll replicate it 2 times. I have tons of mana. Point one of me and the rest of you. Get rid of, or put the ideas back. Ideas, we did not mill a stream. So 4 ideas are now in the deck. Then we'll put back all of our draw 3s. Lorien, Pier, Scroll, Muddle. Pier, Scroll, Lorien. All right. Casting the Reach Through Mist, we'll draw a card. Doink. And untap those lands. Now I have all my hidden strings over here. They haven't done anything. Muddle the Mixture. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and get the ideas inbound. Putting more cards in hand. I'm going to get rid of the islands from the right side of the screen just because of making it hard to see. Doink, doink, doink. We're going to draw 3 more cards. I would say that Luminati is one of the best players at defeating me. From the terms of terror players. They're one of the better terror players in the format. We Pier, getting another Pier, I think. We could just stream them out. That's probably better. Stream, any order, untap. I can actually scroll now for a Muddle, I think. Yes, in case something crazy happens. Strings these, untap. Strings these, untap those. Tap them all again, 54 mana. Untap them, and tap them. We'll go ahead and mill you, replicate 10 times. Then we get to see your deck. Point all the streams at you. And just in case something crazy is happening, I'm leaving up Muddle the Mixture. Go back, Stream, Reach, Muddle, Ideas, Pier. Pier, Brainstorm, Merchant Scroll. And they're milled out, so we'll deep analysis them. Leaving up Muddle. Doink, win the game. Alright, so our opponent has... looks to be a pretty normal version of Tron. Playing Rolling Thunder. Bring in the Muddles. And cut all the strings. Bring in the Giga Drows. And then I guess I'll trim back on... I could trim on a Brainstorm or a Reach. Plan is to take a little bit of time, right? I want to cantrip a lot. I'll get rid of 1 Muddle. I hope I can draw lands post-board. That was a bummer versus the Terror player. We've opened up double Giga Drows. I'm going to keep. We have 3 lands, 1 cantrip. Our opponent mulligans to 5. I would not expect them to be playing a Duress effect, but it's possible. I'll play an island. We drew a Puppetry. I think I just keep drawing lands. They're playing more islands so that they can have the effect from the High Tide. I'll play a land. Pass the turn. Play an island. I'm going to evoke a Drifter. So if I find a second High Tide, I could try to win. It would be a bit sketchy. Island cycle. Grabbing an island. Let's preordain. Brainstorm and a Pier. Okay. I think I'm going to top and top. Play the island. Our opponent plays like pylons. So we can... let's see. I guess it depends on what they do. I need more lands. They're evoking a Drifter again. Okay. So I can Brainstorm, put away a Giga Drows. We have Pier on top. Cast Brainstorm. Okay. Put down a Giga Drows, put down an island. Cast Giga Drows on your land. Untap. And try to win. High Tide. High Tide. Draw and untap. Boink. Draw 1 card. That puts me up on mana. But that is... ooh, I should not have tried to draw that Giga Drows. I wonder if that'll hose me. Okay, draw 3. Maybe I should have Piered first to get through the Giga Drows. Uh-oh. Drawing more Giga Drowses. Draw 3. More Puppetry is very good. Here, untap these. We are super all in right now, but normally I don't feel very afraid. Brainstorm. Untap. Brainstorm. Put back some lands. We have triple Puppetry now. I'll cast my Pier. We'll get an Ideas Inbound. I shouldn't have done any order. Oh well. Let's draw 3 again. Okay. We drew more Lorians. Here, untap all my lands. Actually, I should draw 3 first, so I know if I'm looking for anything specific. Draw 3. Draw 3 again. Put these over here. Scroll to the right. Put that over there. So we found the stream. I think I will reach to make a bit of mana and then stream them. Our opponent is wondering, like, to be honest, why is this deck not dominating the metagame? And I do kind of feel similarly. It's very, very strong once you start going off, but I think that there's a lot of problems with piloting it that can make it difficult to play. Why? What should I do here? I think I just scroll for another High Tide. High Tide again. And then draw 3. Okay. All 4 puppetry. Let's brainstorm. Put back 2 lands. We drew 2 lands. And a muddle. 20. Okay. Replicate you, targeting you. I will do 1 extra time. We have enough mana to target myself and then use the Peer Through Depths. Let's put back all the best arcane spells, which is the ideas. And then after that, put back draw 3s. So, or anything that's a better arcane. So Peers and Lorians. A brainstorm, Lorian, and a brainstorm. I will go ahead and Peer. Take another Peer. Untap everything. Lots of mana, so draw 3. 4-5. Well, let's transmute and go ahead and Ideas Unbound. I think that people that are not playing the Muddle package are definitely missing out on some of the most powerful parts of the engine. You can just draw so many cards. Whee! So far, I've been kind of impressed by the hidden strings, but it hasn't done too much for us. We'll brainstorm, put back 2 lands, and then peer through them. I have 30 mana. They only have 40 cards in deck, so we need to cast with Replicate 9 times. I'll just take the Lorian. Untap all the lands. Reach. Let's draw. Now I have a bajillion mana. I have exactly 59 mana. Okay, we found another reach. Make more mana. We have the DA in hand, so all we have to do is find the stream. I'll preordain looking for it. I'll bottom. Cast Ideas Unbound. I'm not even worried about splicing. Draw 3. Let's draw 3 again. Who needs to splice? I'll just draw cards. There we go. And then tap for a bunch of mana. Stream you. Doink. Replicate 9 times. Let's see what they brought in. We know they have Red Elemental Blast there and Teachings. Put back our other stream. Some Ideas Unbounds. I don't really need to put stuff back here, but it's just kind of helping me. I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of crazy things. They said that they're interested in watching the video from the other side. Nice. Thank you very much for checking out the channel. No, it's lagging. They go to 0. We point the DA at them. We'll be 3-1 on to round 5. Round 5. Here we go. We're on the play. Bit heavy on lands. Probably fine. What does Brew Kid want to do today? Brew. Let's just start cantripping for our payoffs, or for our engine pieces. None of these are what we want. Bottom both. Ideas is good. Put that over here. Our opponent's playing Elves. So, I probably want to go Reach. Preordain. Let's cast a Brainstorm. We find the Muddle. So I'll put back Island. Next turn, we will Muddle for the Puppetry and then try to win on turn 4. Our opponent plays Aquarian. And they Winding Way. Axebane. Oh, they're playing Walls. They found Axebane, Llanowar, Forest, and a Valakut. They have 1 mana to play the Llanowar. I'll play a land. Transmute for the Puppetry. So as it stands in hand, I am going to go down 1 mana every Ideas. But we have to go for it. They played out an Axebane and a Leafcaller. Finding a Peer. So I'll start with High Tide. Draw 3 cards. Untap. Finding a Merchant Scroll. So now I can scroll for High Tide. Scroll, get a High Tide, cast the High Tide. And now I can go +1 mana, untap. Finding a Hidden Strings is good now. So I can go Hidden Strings, untap 2. This feels pretty solid. And then Merchant Scroll for a Puppetry. I have 6 mana here. Untap these. I could have also preordained first because now I have 2 extra mana. I think I should take the Lorien. We have 5 mana. I'll start with a preordain. Bottom both of these. I would like that other Lorien, but okay, now I can cast this one. Untap 2 lands. Cast a Lorien Revealed. Muddle the Mixture. Alpier, untapping 2 lands. We're close to fizzling here. I mean, we were in a precarious position originally. Finding an Ideas Unbound here is really good. Okay, let's draw. Having kind of a not good position. Okay, it turned around quickly there. That was quite a draw. I guess it was bound to happen as we made our way through the deck. Another High Tide. All right, High Tide. Now we can draw, untap, scroll. 2 ideas done. 3. There's only 1 ideas left in the deck. So let's transmute for the ideas. Then we only have 1 puppetry left. So I could scroll for the puppetry. And then that makes my deck stacking pretty good. Or scroll for the pier, I mean. And then now we're going to do our best to try and find the stream before we fizzle. Draw 3. Put all the lands way over here. Look at all these lands that I've drawn. Haven't been able to get rid of them from my hand. Let's cast a draw 3. There's the stream of thought. So GG. Target you. Wait. How much does each land tap for? 9. What? It taps for a bajillion? Oh no, 4. Taps for 4. So stream with replicate. Target you. Guess I just replicate it 1 time then. Targeting myself. We will put back nothing. Put back ideas, 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 and the 4th ideas. This other one targets you, so we're not in danger of having milled our stream of thought. We can put back pier, muddle, pier, muddle. And now here untap. Take the Ideas Unbound, put the stream, strings, any order, untap. Go ahead and cast the Ideas Unbound, untapping my lands again. Scroll over, draw 3 again. Now we just have to execute. Draw 3, untap the lands. We can brainstorm and put back some lands. Then peer through the lands. Find Lorien. Untap those lands. I don't know if you want me to say that, like, so that you can see it happening. Maybe if I just keep talking, it's like easier to see what's going on. We're going to just keep casting our spells. I have all 4 puppetries now. Pretty solid. And 41 mana. Was there a preordain in my hand? There we go. That allows me to get past these lands here. 9 cards left in the deck. I'll go ahead and draw 3. Then I think I'll draw 3. And then I think what I should do is draw 3. Okay. 0 cards left in deck. What do we find? Stream, a couple of hidden strings. 40 mana. Just untap some lands with the hidden strings. Do it again. That's quite a ritual there. Zoom. 52. Replicate targeting you. We'll replicate it 10 times. I've been told. Okay. So my opponent asked if hidden strings is good. I find so far it's been pretty good. So we don't care about the hidden strings anymore. We can just bring in 4 snaps and resubmit. Okay, High Tide in hand to start it out, plus a snap. We got to worry about our opponent's colored sources because that could help them cast things that can disrupt us. Things like Mirror Shell Crab, play an Island Pass. So where do we get from here? We play a Winding Way. Okay. Leaf Collar. That's not good. They have Battlement and Leaf Collar in hand. I think I will pass. They play the Battlement. Untaps it. And plays the Leaf Collar. So, only known cards in hand. Let's cast Pier. We find a Puppetry. Could also just take the High Tide. So we can go High Tide, snap your thing, muddle for Puppetry, try to win the game. I'll take the High Tide. Begin for 1. I have to consider if this wins. High Tide, 4 mana, snap, 2 mana, plus 6. That's 8 mana, transmute, draw 3. I think it's worth it to try. Maybe it's not, though. I'm afraid of this Leaf Collar. I'm just going to try it. High Tide. We're not making any more land drops this turn. Looks like Magic Online has crashed. There's a spinner wheel, so I'll let you know if we are able to get back into the game. That'd be a sad end to the league. We are able to put Tide on the stack. Our opponent ended up getting out just so they could get back in, tried to maybe thinking it was their issue. Okay, first High Tide resolves. High Tide. We will bounce the Battlement. Untap. Transmute. Now hopefully I can actually make it happen from here. Grabbing the Puppetry. It would stink to go all in like this and then fail. Draw 3. Okay. 5 mana. I can transmute for Snap. Let's Pier. Untap. Another Ideas. We'll draw 3. Ideas untapping 1 land. Brainstorm. Not good. So Brainstorm. Put back these 2. We found a Snap. That is huge. Snap the Leaf Collar. Untap these. Now I can muddle for the Puppetry. And then Stream of Thought myself. I think I most likely can get there now. Put back Ideas, and 1 Tide. This taps for 4. So we'll have... it taps for 3. Here, right? I take the Lorien or the Reach? I actually have no idea how much these are tapping for right now. Effects. 2 High Tides. They're tapping for 3. So I have to take the Reach. Untap. Untap my lands again. Now I'm all in off this draw plus the Preordain. Luckily I found a second Preordain. Preordain. Lorien and Preordain. Top. I'm going for it. Preordain again. I have 6-7 mana right now. Brainstorm. Top. Play the Brainstorm. Put these 2 back. Now I have a shuffle effect. I can scroll for Tide, and then my island will tap for 4, and then I will go super mana positive. That's the last Tide because I milled the other ones. High Tide. And let's draw 3. So I'll have 8 mana after this. Okay. And now it should be smooth sailing, having drawn this Reach Through Mists. Some of the problems I think that I had in my original sideboard strategy was siding out the Reach Through Mists, and I just don't think that that's something that you can do. It's very important to the deck. Just having that extra just bonus of mana. Finding another Reach. Let's do it. Like I said, it's just a ritual. A huge ritual. Okay. Draw 3. Definitely prioritizing those blind draws over the cantrips. More Ideas and Bounds. Okay, we'll do those first. Draw 3. And do it again. As Ideas and Bounds resolves, I will go ahead and rearrange this hand. It's getting a little packed with islands. Way too many islands here. That's okay. Let's draw 3 more cards. 19 cards left in deck. Move this over. Cast a Preordain. Let's top both. We can draw 3, drawing into the Brainstorm, and then use the Brainstorm to put back 2 islands. Never mind. I'll draw 3 first. So many Ancestrals. Turn your Brainstorm into an Ancestral. Cast Ancestral. There's a Stream of Thought. Might as well just draw 3 first. I mean, at what point should I stop drawing 3, really? Ooh, another Snap. Boink. Untap. Now snaps aren't good draws anymore. They have no creatures on the table. There's that Snap I was talking about not wanting to draw. let's replicate targeting you. I'll just do a couple of times and then target myself and target you for the rest. Okay. I was a little nervous. It seemed like they had something crazy going on there. So if they had like a, what's his face? If they had a Fairy Macabre, I could be in a problem. So I'm going to put back Muddle Mixtures. Maybe they were just asking. Okay. They asked if it's deterministic. I said it definitely was. GG's. Except now it's lagging. It's lagging on resolving these. So I guess at some point this will end and we'll get the 4-1. I thought that having hidden strings in the main deck was pretty solid. It gave me a lot of good options for being able to have stuff to side out. We did get wrecked by the Terror player. I think maybe a little bit of better sideboarding there, trying to find your islands in the main and working really specifically to just make sure that you make the land drops into the Giga Drowse is where you want to be on that matchup. Otherwise, we ended up 2-0ing everybody, so feels good, man. We'll see you in the next video.